These students are being pushed way out of their comfort zone, experiencing new life lessons and building character. Today on Designing Spaces, Spaces of Hope, we're at the Colorado Outward Bound School, giving this kitchen a much-needed makeover. We're here outside of Leadville, Colorado, in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, at just over 10,000 feet above sea level. And as you can see, the scenery is spectacular. And it's here at Colorado Outward Bound School's Leadville Base Camp that a special class of students converge to basically, physically and emotionally change their lives. I met up with Peter O'Neill, the executive director of Colorado Outward Bound School, the first outward bound school in North America, founded in 1962 in Marble, Colorado. Peter, it is so great to be here, and what beautiful scenery, what a setting you have here. And as they say in Colorado, pull up a boulder and we'll chat, right?
Pretty amazing.
Well, you do such great work here at the Colorado Outward Bound School for teens and young adults to help them overcome certain challenges in their life. And how do you do that?
Well, the mission of the Colorado Outward Bound School is to change lives through challenge and discovery. And we do that by taking students out of their comfort zones and helping them go beyond what they ever thought was possible.
And how do you find that the physical activities that you put these students through help them with their mental and emotional strength?
That's truly what we do. It's about character development. It's helping students find their inner resources to go beyond what they thought was possible.
What sort of challenges and activities do you put them through?
Oh, rock climbing, mountaineering, we have ropes courses, orienteering courses, river rafting, a whole variety of activities.
That is great, and I bet you they really, they learn a lot about themselves, wouldn't you say?
That is exactly the point, is they learn about themselves. In the process, they learn a lot of cool things like rock climbing, but they learn about themselves.
So as we said, it's such an incredible campus here, and for our makeover, we're actually taking on a very vital place in the campus here, which is the South Dining Hall. Why was that important to you that we took on that job?
You know, it's important because our staff and our students, that's the focal point for them. Before they start a course, when they come back from the field, that's where they head.
I would imagine you work up quite an appetite after doing all the activities out here.
You do, or after being out in the field for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Well, let's talk specifically about the makeover, because I noticed a lot of your cabins sort of have that modern rustic feel, right? Is that intentional?
Modern rustic is a perfect description, yes.
Now, I noticed that the tile shop has provided so many great materials, right? And are you excited to see what the finished product is going to be?
I'm pretty stoked, yeah, I really am looking forward to seeing it.
Now, a few days ago, Peter and I had a chance to visit the tile shop showroom in Greenwood Village, just outside of downtown Denver, to pick out the materials that we're using on the makeover. Mary, so nice to see you again.
Hi, good to see you.
This is
Mary,
great.
good to
So
see
you
you.
guys know
Good to
each
see
other?
you, yes.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Peter's on a tight time schedule, but listen, let's talk about the tile shop for a second, because you guys have done a bunch of projects with us, and this is not the only thing you do, right?
Correct. We work with organizations across the country. We have 121 showrooms across 31 states, and it's really important to our company, our culture, and our employees that we give back to the communities that we operate showrooms in.
Well, we couldn't be happier to have you on board. And Peter, you've got a tight time schedule happening, right?
We're very excited, and I'm concerned because we have students arriving at our Leadville Base Camp in a week.
I think we should go find Travis, our store manager. He can help us with the selection process and get you the tile on time. Hey guys, let's meet Travis. He's the manager of our Greenwood Village store.
How we doing, guys?
I'll let you take it from here.
All right, thank you, Mary. Travis, Art.
Art, great to meet you.
And this is Peter from Colorado Outward Bound School.
Travis,
Peter,
nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, sir.
All right, so listen, we're taking on a really great project for a great cause, and it's on a tight timeline. So you think you can help us out?
Absolutely, let's get it started. Follow me this way.
Sounds good, man. We're at the tile shop in Greenwood Village. just outside of Denver, with Peter O'Neill from the Colorado Outward Bound School. We're selecting materials for a kitchen makeover that must be completed on a tight schedule. Peter, obviously this is what we call a vignette here at the Tile Shop, right, Travis?
Absolutely. This is one of our displays that makes a great application of your kitchen.
So you can visualize all the materials in one spot. Let's talk about this, because this is not your traditional slab countertop, is it?
This is not a solid slab. This is a 2 foot by 2 foot piece of granite tile that, when installed, costs about 1/3 of the price of your solid slab, but it's still granite. And we make these great finish pieces to go with it to block the underlayment from showing.
Excellent. Now, how about this? This is really a focal point.
This is a stainless steel mosaic that we sell. It works great. It's not porous, so you splash that grease up there, it's gonna wipe right off, and it's gonna be very easy to keep clean, and it pops.
It does. It does make it a little more modern. I mean, you've got your stainless, your glass, and your granite all working together. All right, good. Travis, so why don't we go pick out our actual materials, get Peter's opinion. Travis, you weren't kidding. This faux stone and slate looks like the real thing. Peter, what do you think?
You know, I like it. It's just hard for me to visualize what it's going to look like in our space.
Well, I've got a QR reader which could show you a picture, or even better, we've got the design studio. Follow me and we'll show you what that's all about.
That sounds interesting. So Travis, once Peter heard that we were going to be talking about design and making some serious choices, he admitted that he really didn't know a lot about design. Isn't that right?
I have no design sense, which is really why I wanted my colleague, AJ, to help out.
AJ, great to have you here.
Great to be here, thank you.
All right, so you think you can hook us all up with the design studio technique?
Absolutely. It's great to meet you, AJ. Let's get started.
All right. So here we are in the design studio, but it's not just a design studio, right? It's actually another vignette at the Tile Shop.
That's correct. This is one of our physical vignettes that we bring customers to get ideas on their spaces.
I really like it. It's comfortable yet clean and minimal at the same time.
Absolutely. It's a living room space, so just like any living room, you can set up a design studio account at home for free.
Travis showed us how easy it is to set up a free account on Design Studio. So we started designing right away. We quickly created a stylish and functional kitchen for our makeover. It's a real bonus that we can share our creation with others and place our order for the materials needed.
I think it's great to have a visualization tool. You know, a lot of times you go into your house or you go into a space and you're taking pictures and trying to piece it all together with your imagination. This looks like the real room and everything's laid out to scale. It looks awesome.
All right, so here we are with the actual materials that we're going to be using at Colorado Outward Bound School. Walk us through everything here.
That's right, Art. Right here we have a 2x2 piece of porcelain tile we're going to be putting down on the floor.
Large format.
Large format porcelain that's going to go down on the floor. It'll minimize the number of grout joints we have. And instead of being a faux stone, this is actually a faux cement. So it has kind of a cement industrial. With that, above the sink basin, we're going with a large format subway tile.
All the way up the wall.
All the way up the wall. So instead of being a 4x8 size, this is a 4x16, again, minimizing the grout joints. And then finally, something we haven't even talked about is they have this great little coffee nook on the outside of the space. We have this stainless steel mosaic. Instead of little rectangles, we're going with circles or penny rounds.
What do you think, AJ?
I love it. I mean, I think, you know, obviously the kitchen is going to be high traffic and this feels like it'll really hold up against that and still look really good. I love the look of this. It's so fun. It's a lot of character for that outside space.
Yeah, that's great. And that white subway tile too, like you had mentioned. Now we're going to have a nice bright white wall. But with an exception here, we're going to do some funky stuff on the grout, don't you
Right,
think?
so you're used to seeing the grout joints match the color of the tile.
Right.
Instead of doing that in this case, we're gonna offset the color in contrast to the tile. So we're going with a dark grout joint here, which will help illuminate the brick pattern and really allow you to see the brick style in the back. We're doing the same darker grout on the floor to help it keep maintained a little easier. And then in the nook, we're going with a nice light color to help the penny rounds really be the focal point.
Yeah, they will definitely pop. So Travis, thanks for all of the info. You did a great job putting everything together. And I know you got to run. You got a delivery coming in the back door, so we'll see you in a little bit then.
Absolutely, thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
Hey, I see my buddy over there, Cabby. Good to see you again, my friend.
How you doing, Art?
All right, this is what, number 4 on Designing Spaces?
It is number 4, absolutely.
Well, this is AJ from Colorado Outbound
AJ.
School.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
And Cabby's going to be the one that's going to tell us about all the professional products that the Tile Shop offers to get the job done right?
Absolutely, and it's exciting when we get to work with so many different products. And when you're doing that, you have to make sure you get the right installation materials. different size trowels or different types of thinset. These all make a big difference when you're installing different materials. That's why people like coming to the tile shop, because we train our sales associates not only to have design knowledge, but installation as well. Pros have been sourcing our stores for over 30 years for our superior products and our tools and our backer boards and underlayments, knowing it's a one-stop shop. They can get it all at once and get the right tools for the right job.
That's right, and find out how to do the job. So anyone, the do-it-yourselfer, can walk in here, get the right information to install it like a pro.
Absolutely. We like to take one-on-one time with our customers to take them from beginning to end for their personal project.
So are you going to be up there in Leadville with us, making sure everything gets done right?
You know it. I'll be up there.
We'll see you up there, up the mountain, okay?
All right, buddy. Thanks, Art.
All right.
It's time to get to work, and the pressure is on.
We'll be back with more renovation from the Colorado Outward Bound School when Designing Spaces, Spaces of Hope, brought to you by the Tile Shop, returns.
We're in Leadville, Colorado, where the Tile Shop is transforming a kitchen for Colorado Outward Bound School.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, Art, how you doing, man?
Cabby, what's going on? Eric, you're back again for another makeover. Glad to see these guys.
Absolutely. I love having them on the job site. They do great work.
Give me an update. What's happening here?
Well, Eric's putting on the finishing edge piece for the granite tops.
Perfect, perfect. And then when that grout goes in there, it's gonna look really, really flawless. Obviously, we're looking at some cabinetry underneath here. You took the doors off. I saw you struggling to get the old paint off.
Yeah, there's quite a few layers of old paint. It went from white to yellow to blue. So I'm getting it all off there, Art. We're gonna put a fresh coat of white paint on there, update the hinges and the pulls with stainless steel. It's gonna be beautiful.
What kind of look? A more contemporary, modern look?
A little more contemporary, yeah. It's gonna kind of jive with the mosaics that we're gonna put it throughout in the coffee nook area.
I like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of updating looks, this backsplash over here looks great. Let's take a look.
Absolutely.
I love this subway tile. The oversize is really a great call.
Absolutely, Art. Subway tile is timeless. It's always a good look.
And how about these outlet covers? What do you have in mind?
Yeah, we're gonna replace all the outlet covers with stainless steel to tie in with the cabinet knobs and the hinges.
Speaking of tying it all together, it'll match our stainless steel mosaic tile that's going to be in this beautiful nook right here. It's really going to look great. Now I see that you've got the floor tile repurposed here on the countertop. AJ approved it. She loved the idea. It really looks great.
Yeah, I think it's really tying well with the mosaics. We put our new stainless steel sink in. It's gonna look gorgeous.
And I noticed that you've got everything installed, but what is this? We haven't seen this on one of our jobs before.
It's a great question, Art. Since we're using a floor tile on the counter, they don't make trim pieces. So we got a specialty metal edge piece made to go right on the edge. You're looking at the coating. When we're all done grouted, we're gonna pull this coating off. It's gonna be stainless steel.
It's gonna look great. You're doing a great job. Now you told me that you needed some help in the kitchen on the floor. What's going on in there?
You're right, Art. We got a lot of tile to do tonight.
What are you trying to say, Cabby?
Come on back. I'll show you.
Saying that I can't work with you? Come on, man. All right, so what do we got going on here, Cabby?
All right, Art. We got one more row of tile to go in, and the floor will be done.
Excellent. I can't wait. Now it looks like we've got a little leveling issue over here.
Yeah, it's just a slight one, about a 1/16 of an inch. What we're gonna do is just add a little bit more thinset. We're gonna use a 1/2 inch trowel, Art. Because we're working with a large format tile, we need the right size trowel to get a successful installation.
Sounds good. So let's get started.
You bet. First, grab your thinset. First, you just want to get it right on the floor. You want to get enough on there so you get full coverage. What we want to do then is just rake it out. Since we're under the cabinets, it's going to be a little bit tight, so you got to use the front edge of your trowel.
Yeah, I see that. So is there any reason that you're using a 1/2 inch?
Yeah, because you want enough suction when you're working with a large format tile. When you have these grooves, when you push down, it creates suction. So you need more suction for larger tile.
Now, are we going to back butter, as they say, which means putting the thinset on the back of the tile as well as what you're doing on the floor?
Absolutely, Art. It's very important to get 100% coverage on the back of the tile, especially in a commercial environment like this.
Yeah.
Heavy appliances, a lot of people, a lot of traffic. So what you do is you take your tile,
Okay.
flip it upside down.
Here, why don't you hand me that tile?
You bet.
Let you spread it out there and I'll place it. So I noticed that you've got these tiles cut. Is there a specific side that needs to go facing the existing tile?
It's a great question, Art. You always want to put the cut edge towards the cabinet.
Got it. So
All
this
right.
is the finished edge right
Right.
here.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this from you.
Okay.
Because what we want to do is put a skim coat, this is called back buttering, on the back of the tile.
And it's just lightly covering the back of the tile.
Exactly right.
And this is the kind of stuff that the tile shop teaches your basic DIY guy like myself, weekend warrior, right?
Absolutely, Art. Now, cut edge towards the cabinet.
Got it.
Go ahead and place it in that thinset.
and just lightly put it down,
There,
correct?
you're good right there, Art.
All right.
So what we'll do is put some spacers in there, and we should be good to go.
It felt good to lend a helping hand to Cabby, but there's still lots of hours of remodeling ahead for our professionals to make the schedule.
The big reveal is coming up next.
Unique selections, coordinated finishing pieces, the finest quality natural stones and tiles from around the world. The Tile Shop offers thousands of products. Free design services make any dream space become reality. The Tile Shop is giving back to communities across the country by renovating living spaces to help people in need. Visit tileshop.com to find a showroom near you.
It's been pedal to the metal here at the Colorado Outward Bound School Leadville Base Camp. The finishing touches are added to our kitchen makeover as we prepare for the big reveal.
So I'm here with Mary from the Tile Shop. Mary, thank you for all your hard work. Do you think we're going to make it in time for the reveal?
Absolutely.
Do you think Peter's going to be excited?
Yes, I think he and his whole team are going to love it.
I'm going to check in with Cabby, make sure that the reveal is set to go, and I'll grab Peter. Are you going to be joining us on the reveal?
See you up there.
All right, cool.
It's getting late and not a moment to spare. The guys and Mary have done the impossible. It's time for the big reveal.
All right, the moment of truth has arrived. The big reveal is about to happen. I'm going to get Peter and let him see the brand new dining hall. Peter, come on in. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, my friend. Take a look at the brand new dining hall.
Wow.
What are your thoughts?
That is astounding. It's like a new place.
What's the first thing that's catching your eye?
The white, the red, I mean, the granite is magnificent, clean, it's bright. I mean, you want to hang out here.
How about that subway tile?
That is sharp.
Now, do you remember in the design center we were talking about the dark
I
grout?
couldn't imagine it.
Right?
That was the problem. I couldn't imagine it, but now seeing it in real life is, it's amazing.
Well, listen, you know, we could go on and on all day. Obviously, the shelves, the accessories really brightens everything up. But let's bring in the two people really responsible for making this all happen. Mary and Cabby. Guys, why don't you come on in here? There they are.
Oh my God.
You like it?
Oh my God, I love it.
That's
It
great,
is
Peter.
just-
It's a fun project.
Oh,
We were really
oh my
excited to
God.
work on it. And,
He's getting a little choked up over here, I
that's
think.
good. I mean, it's quite the transformation.
I couldn't imagine.
You know, we did a lot of different things here. We worked on transitional design, a little of the old with the granite and subway tile with a little bit of the new large format porcelain tile. We wanted to keep it low maintenance with, you know, energy efficiency also with LED lights. Got rid of the fluorescents, put in the LEDs, so it all ties together. I mean, Mary really wanted that subway tile. We got it. It looks great.
Well, you know what? Remember that whole thing with the mosaic tile that we talked about in the coffee nook?
Right.
You have to see that. All right, Peter, take a look at this. This is the coffee nook.
That is.
He's speechless,
that
folks.
is
He's
sweet.
speechless.
That is sweet.
Yeah, now did you notice that, Peter? It's not the granite, it's actually what you were walking on before.
But it looks very different because of what the penny rounds do.
And take a look at this metal
Stainless
edge.
steel is really cool.
Well, another one in the books, another job completed. Peter, thank you for the work that you're doing with these young adults. We really appreciate your hard work.
Art, thank you so much.
Well, thank these guys. They did all the hard work, trust me. And that's it from Designing Spaces, Spaces of Hope, brought to you by the Tile Shop. Another makeover is complete. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Yep.
I am so happy on how this project turned out. I'm excited for the Colorado Outward Bound School. It was an honor to work with them on this project. And one of the reasons that the Tile Shop selected the Colorado Outward Bound School is because we believe in their mission and that they take children as well as veterans out into the mountains and help them, and they change their lives. So anything that we can do to help sponsor this, it's worth it.
The kitchen turned out fantastic. I love the coffee nook, and I know our students will too.
I feel so blessed, so grateful for Mary from the Tile Shop, for my friend and colleague AJ, and for everyone that did the hard work to make all this happen. I'm overwhelmed. It's going to make a huge difference.
We'll be teaming up once again for more projects with the Tile Shop. So keep checking your local listings on Lifetime for more Designing Spaces, Spaces of Hope, brought to you by the Tile Shop. And to see this show once again, check out designingspaces.tv.
And be sure to visit the Tile Shop at tileshop.com.